Hello, Kevin here, and I'll tell you, I got an interesting story here for you today. I'm a day later than normal getting this video put together for you, but I think you're going to enjoy this. We actually spent some time with family this weekend. My brother and his wife were up visiting from Grand Cayman for the last couple of weeks, actually, and this last weekend we went out on the peninsula to spend some time at their family cabin and just got together with family for the weekend. It was just fantastic. And it's about a 3 hour drive. And when we didn't leave Saturday evening until about 10 o'clock at night, so it was already dark by the time we left. And on the way home, my 6-year-old son Brock decides that he wants a little something to drink. And so we stop in this town of Shelton, Washington, out on the peninsula there, and we go in there, and he's looking around for what he wants, and we spot this slush. Actually, I didn't spot it. He spots this slushy machine with 4 different colors of slushies, and he's like, "Daddy, I want a slushie," and I'm like, "Okay, fine." And so I'm just reaching for a cup and asking him, what color, what flavor do you want? And all of a sudden, bam, the power goes out. And this is complete blackout. It's 10 o'clock at night. Uh, not just the store, not just the convenience store, but the whole area. And actually, when we left, it turns out there was no power for like 20 miles down the road. So I don't know what happened, but the power just completely blacked out and it is pitch black dark. And so we walk up to the counter and there's an Indian guy behind the counter, and there was another customer there getting ready to pay for something. And the Indian guy tells the guy, "Well, I can't sell you anything now." And he ends up, the guy in front of us that was standing there already, ends up walking out the door, and I was starting to talk with Brock, and I was like, "Well, Brock, I don't think you're going to get the slushy." And Brock kind of like stomps his foot, and he's like, "I'm not," and he looks at the Indian guy behind the counter, and he's like, "I'm not leaving until you sell me my slushy." And, and the guy's like, "I think I want to lock the door now." He was kind of intimidated by Brock a little bit. But, I tell you this story because in that instance there, the business owner there, once the power was lost, he was out of business. No more sales to be made because of the power loss. And as entrepreneurs, we quite often have to improvise. Things don't always work like we plan on or like we expect them or want them to, but we are great at improvising, and this is this ability to improvise, to overcome, to adapt is at the core of every successful entrepreneur. And so I want to put a little challenge out there and just put it out there and ask you to share an example of a situation where you had to improvise, overcome, or adapt, where something didn't go as you planned, where maybe an incident like this, where something happened that you're like, "Oh no." I just recently was talking with a friend, and he lost luggage on an airline trip, and his whole camera crew was without their equipment to do the filming they were supposed to be doing on the trip. And he told me how he improvised and how he had, once he got there to do the filming, had acted as if nothing had ever gone wrong. And I want to hear this from you. And last week we had a really awesome dialogue going on about how you structure your perfect working environment and stuff. And this week I want to hear about how you improvise, overcome, and adapt. This is going to be fun. I think it's going to be, in fact, I know it's going to be a great experience for everybody else as well. So share your thoughts below on the blog. Let me hear from you, and let everybody else hear from these experiences as well. I think it's going to be a great piece of value for everybody involved. Look forward to hearing from you.